determine the #1 contender to the LPW Grand Championship. Your referee for this gauntlet match, Love Pro Wrestling Senior Official.
They like you. Everyone but you.
Making their way to the ring first, your first entrant.
It is Friday night, June the 28th, 2024, and we are live on IWTV for LPW number 27 Slam Unreal. My name is Big Bad Boris. I'm joined, as always, by Dash in the Park, and we are starting off a mega event crowning a new #1 contender.
LPW 27 Slam Unreal. Finds us back at our friendly confines of the South Common Rec Room, and I believe this is our 24th straight sellout, Boris. And neither one of us are known for our math, but that's 2 years straight of sellouts, buddy.
An ass every 18 inches, as Jim Ross used to say.
Your second entrance.
Mine might be a little bit bigger than that, but that's a story for another day. Right now, we just witnessed the entrance of Dean Richtor, #1 contender. Gauntlet match. The draw was made backstage, and we're starting out with a bit of a hoss fight here. Rich King to go one-on-one with Real Talk Dean Richtor. Winner stays, loser pays. Rich King has been on the cusp of greatness for the past several months. Great showings, but just unable to come up with that big victory.
Look, I'm a hockey guy, and I don't mind coming from that perspective on this. And I know Rich King's a big hockey guy too, so he'll appreciate this. But you know what? All that guy's been missing is a little bit of puck luck. He's this close to beating and knocking off some of the biggest names that Love Pro Wrestling has to offer. Whether it was MRB, Zoe, Reed, he's gone toe-to-toe with them all.
And you have to think, interesting potential if Rich King was to be victorious in this gauntlet. Later on tonight in our main event, a tall task for Lumberjack Larry Woods to defend his title against the Thickness. We could see a rad matchup for the LPW Grand Championship.
You said it, partner. We're going to have to tune in to find out.
Fans pretty firmly behind Rich King, according to my ears anyway. The bell ascending from the heavens. I love it.
I rang it right on time then.
Yeah, great job. You did it with your mind.
Impeccable.
We have got an absolutely stacked lineup tonight. As I mentioned in our main event, Lumberjack Larry Woods going to defend that LPW Grand Championship against the Thickness. Reed Matthews, Alan Angels returns to take on the LPW Challenge. My brain just went over.
The newly crowned
LPW Challenge champion. Alan Angels defeated Stephen Crow last night at a Thursday night event. Tag team titles on the line. Jared Rogers, Michael Allen, Richard Clark taking on Ride or Die. So much going on, but right now we're starting the road to crowning a new #1 contender.
I can't wait to see this sort itself out here. These, like you said, couple of hosses.
It's very rare that you see somebody that can match physiques and strength with Rich King, but Dean Richtor fits that bill.
It's almost going to be a battle of who can hit it first. I can't wait to find out. This thing's going to slap.
Who's stronger, me or him? Me. That's a dumb question.
We might find out early here. A little test of strength.
Oh, these guys both in just amazing shape.
Okay, let's do it.
I think our photographer's going to use up about 65 memory cards just in that alone.
You kicked me out.
The Greco-Roman knuckle lock if you will. I'd be remiss if I did not mention the other members of this gauntlet match. Waiting in the wings, the Canadian Goose Kyle Shaw, Jack Pride. Shaw actually pinned Jack Pride last night at a Thursday Night Live event, so all kinds of wrinkles going into this one.
Yeah, big upset there for the Goose. You got to give the guy credit.
Richtor getting the best of King. Look at the amazing bridge and the neck strength from Rich King. That is ungodly. And able to get back up vertical.
I mean, the strength from Richtor, but look at the flexibility and athleticism on Rich King. And the intelligence of Dean Richtor.
I think Richtor realized that he was going down and took a bit of a shortcut.
Wow. Is that a shortcut or is that just smart?
Hey, when the #1 contendership's on the line, you got to cut corners sometimes. Bringing that left arm, King down to one knee, right back up to his feet again. King again showing that athleticism.
Now rolling through. Oh, he's going to give it a go.
We're going to attempt to try to hyperextend that
He's
elbow.
touching tips with him there. I'm not sure that's a respectful move on Dean Richter's eyes. Can you give a receipt on touching tips?
If you're Dean Richtor, you can do pretty much whatever the hell you
Yeah,
want.
who's going to stop him other than one of these guys? That's for sure. Not your eye.
King able to slide out of that side headlock into the full Nelson. Nicely done. Trying to lock those fingers. Richtor able to escape right away. Kind of jockeying for position. Bit of a human chess game. Trepidatious start off the top.
Hey, look, they've had a flex off. They've had a test of strength. Now they're doing a little chaining, as they say.
No.
What's up next?
Richtor trying to shove him off into the ropes. A vice-like grip by Rich King. Able to maintain control of the head.
Put the brakes on, threw the parachute out. Again.
Back in Stu Hart's days, he used to be able to win a match with a headlock.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Duck the back elbow, wrist control, dropping down. Nice leapfrog again. Show off athleticism from Rich King.
Oh, caught him.
Yeah, Richtor got a hold of the ankle.
Had a better idea.
King up to his feet.
Stop Rich in his momentum there. Wow, and right back. Great counter.
Yeah, great counter. Looking for vertical suplex. Snaps him over. Show of strength. Floating over into the cover. Time is of the essence in a match like this. You got two others to go.
That's
if you want to become #1 contender, you're not paid by the hour on this one.
Might have wanted to go 3 amigos there and thought, well, you know what? Might not be able to get those other 2 up. Let's save some time and try to get a pin now.
A single amigo will do in this situation.
Yeah, well, it didn't do, unfortunately. Unfortunately for Rich King.
King charging the corner, tried to go for the knee lift, got caught.
Yeah, he's up there. Oh,
Man.
he got caught all right. Got caught with a choke.
Walking King out to the middle of the ring. Thunderous power bomb, but only 2.
Power bomb, choke slam, sat out. That was devastating.
King back up to his feet, but ate the elbow. Richtor creating space, charging in, massive boot.
Wow.
To the side of the face of Rich King.
Look you right in the eyes.
That was unsettling.
Yeah, I'm glad it was you. Goes to show you how serious this man is.
Pillar to post, goes Rad's member Rich King, big clothesline, sandwiched in the corner.
Oh, man. I thought he was going to set him up for one more. Instead, he kicked him in the face. That's real talk. That's real talk right there.
Dean Richtor feeling that momentum, charging in another dropkick in the corner.
Oh, basement. Basement dropkick right to Rich King's face. Look, we talked about this earlier. It's kind of going to be with these 2 big boys. Whoever can hit their kill shot first, right?
Oh, speak of the devil, and it appears that might be it for King.
That is it.
Richtor hooks the leg.
Oh!
Out at 2.
Wow. Look of bewilderment on the face of Dean Richtor, and I don't blame him.
Both these guys want to be #1 contender. Unfortunately, they got the lesser end of the draw. But these guys both able to go wire to wire.
I think There's no doubt about that whatsoever. The way this is going, I think Dean Richtor's going to win this thing. I think he might go all the way. That's my pick. Dean Richtor's going all the way in this thing. He's your new #1 contender. Book it.
King charging in, hit that knee lift, that running knee he was looking for earlier. Glance, Richtor face first.
Oh, and a unique submission here.
Locking on that submission, referee in position.
Wow.
Almost like an octopus stretch from Rich King. Able to get that leg free. Just repositioning the body into a second submission. You can see those fingers perhaps going numb on the left arm of Dean Richtor.
I mean, he's going to need that hand to tap if this keeps up. You know, I might have to change my pick. A match like this is absolutely built for a guy like Rich King. You know, he's got the athleticism, he's got the power, he's got the endurance.
Speaking of power, look at Richtor up to his feet with all that weight of Rich King on the shoulders. King able to escape. He caught that clothesline coming in. Planted face first on the canvas. Rolling through, going for the cover.
A bit of an arrogant cover there.
A little bit, yep.
I think you got to get down, dig deep. Secure that leg on a guy like Rich King.
Nothing fancy now, just raining down rights.
Just old school violence. Yeah, I don't think he cares that that's a close fist bend.
Yeah, Ben trying to get Richtor to open up that fist.
Got 4 of them in. Oh, he got a bit. I think he got a piece of it too.
Vicious headbutt from Real Talk, Dean Richtor, but look at Rich King back up to his feet.
I mean, that might have gave him a little bit of time.
Firing in knees into that rib area.
Whoa!
Went for the hip lock. King landing on his feet, firing in elbows of his own.
Wow! Right on his feet.
Angle slam from Rich King. Great show of power, and the pendulum perhaps swinging once again in our opening contest of our opening contest.
Well, maybe that puck luck's starting to come Rich King's way. That's exactly the type of thing he needs to change the momentum.
Butter flying in the arms. Richtor able to escape, fired in that elbow.
Textbook Richtor form.
Up on the shoulders. Just the power of both these guys.
Whoa!
German hurled him across the ring.
Almost through the ring.
Going for the cover.
I couldn't see from my vantage point. I don't know if he got the ropes or if he kicked out of that, but
milliseconds away from moving on was Dean Richtor.
Full credit nonetheless. Richtor looking like he wants to finish this thing. And like you said, time is of the essence in these gauntlets.
Richtor all the way up to the top. Got caught by King. Took too much time. King looking to follow him up. Right between the eyes. There's only one way to go, and that is down.
Yeah, Ben Ullman letting him go. Give him credit.
Richtor literally using his head. Look at the vertical leap of Rich King. Head scissor takes him over.
The man with the best vertical leap in pro wrestling, and you just saw it.
Incredible display of athleticism from King. Richtor fighting back, though.
Rich looked shocked that when he turned around and Dean Richtor was standing on his feet. Oh, right in the ear. That'll scramble your DNA. Oh.
Rich King.
There it is.
Hit that 867 driver.
That's
and
it.
Rich King gonna move on.
He hit it all right. Like I said, my pick, Rich King.
As we await the Canadian Goose, Kyle Shaw, our next competitor. That one took a lot out of Rich King, though. That was not an easy first round.
And I mean, he's still on his back, still recovering from that one.
And the Canadian Goose might be a vulture here, picking the bones of Rich King.
Well done.
Look at Rich using those ropes to get back up to his feet.
Currently in the ring, the Canadian
Oh.
Goose, Kyle Shaw.
Wait, taking no time to throw down some bionic wings.
Again, you don't get opportunity like this to become #1 contender every day.
Hit him with it.
Wasting
this thing
no
could be
time.
over early. What an upset again for the Goose. Boris. Goose almost put up back-to-back upsets.
This guy's been putting in the work for months and months now, and he's on the verge of seeing it pay off, but you could say the same thing about Rich King.
That's right.
Looking for Sister Abagoose. Oh, King going to the eyes to escape.
Looks a little upset with himself almost.
Snapped over that suplex.
What's
Gonna
done
go
is
for
done.
2.
Might as well go for the win.
Shaw out at 2.
Yeah, he almost looks disappointed with himself that he had to resort to that type of measure, but you know what? In a gauntlet, this thing's a marathon. I just say you get the win when you can.
Yeah, he got it done on the up and up opening round, but yeah, you can see his whole demeanor's changed after kind of having to resort to that. Didn't want to do it, but
once again, we see that vertical leap. Is he dropping that elbow from 5 feet?
he can flip him over. The torque on the lower back. Ben Omen checking on the condition of the Goose, seeing if he wants to give it up.
Goose says no.
Struggling to get to the ropes, able to get to that bottom rope.
All the credit to the Goose there. I think if Rich could have stepped over and really got some leverage on it, that thing might have been over.
King frustrated, not being able to put Goose away, but also took an extra few seconds to break that hold.
And the wear and tear from that match with Dean Richtor maybe showing through right now, right?
Sorry, Goose.
Be looking for that 867 driver. Reverse big headbutt from the Goose.
Cool, and once again, we see that hard head of Rich King
Nothing but turnbuckle
coming through for him.
And I think that first match starting to really wear on Rich King. Big splash in the corner. Goose charging the rope. Big clothesline.
Wow. This thing is really starting to show the wear and tear, like you said, of Rich King from that previous match. Goose has got the advantage.
Oh, big back body drop.
Bought himself some time.
King favoring that abdominal, that rib area.
Is he on the hair there again?
Looked like it. Looking the leg again.
Oh! Oh, wow.
Incredibly close to moving on once more.
That's gotta be it. Rich King smells blood.
Fans firmly behind the Goose. They're honking in every corner and crevice of the rec room. Looking for that ankle slam. He hit it.
Got it this time.
Yeah, Rich King's demeanor definitely changed. There's a lot of frustration, I think, for more than one reason right now.
More than one reason, more than 1 month. Oh, he turned him over. Boris, no.
He got caught napping, and the Goose made the pin.
Oh, my heavens. Did that just happen? You're right, Boris. I think Rich just got distracted with the... Oh.
Rich King took his eye off the ball even for a millisecond, and it cost him.
And we've got ourselves a rematch from last night.
King argued with Ben Ullman, but facts are facts. He is out, as we see. Jack Pride more than happy to mock Rich King on his way back to the locker room.
sure he's giving him a little reminder of the losing streak he's on, but if we're talking about reminders, how about the one from last night?
And look at the face of Jack Pride. He looks like he hasn't slept in weeks. Probably hasn't. Oh, wait, King coming back. King not going back to the locker room area.
I think Goose has had enough of that.
Oh, Goose might steal another one here. King finally going back to the locker room. Oh, man, again, almost stole it. Thaddeus Archer III accompanying Jack Pride to the ring.
This just in, you can't sleep on the Goose. This just in, Jack Pride woke up and chose violence this morning.
Hammering away on Kyle Shaw. This is the final competitor, the final match. The winner of this will become the new #1 contender for the LPW Grand Championship.
Relentless. Look, like I said right from the start, this thing is Jack Pride's to lose.
From the start.
Yeah, that's what I
from
said.
The start.
That's what I said. You know I'd never doubt Jack Pride. Is it just me, or has he upped his level of aggression today?
I mean, we've seen the issues with Seven, with Marge the Specialist. Kind of agreed to go their separate ways and do things apart.
Hand on the rope.
We're going to see how that goes tonight. Mars got a one-on-one match with Sheik Akbar Shabazz still to come. And right now, Pride potentially on the cusp of becoming the new #1 contender for the biggest prize in this company. Nice textbook neck breaker.
Let's never forget the presence ringside of Thaddeus Archer III when Jack Pride is in that ring. Always a factor, always a plan.
Believe me, I've tried for years now. Pride repositioning the body of the Goose, perhaps maybe looking to go high risk.
Look, you find yourself somebody in your life that likes you as much as Thaddeus Archer likes money, and you'll be a happy man.
Firing in jabs on Pride. Looking to bring him back in the ring the hard way.
Trying to use what helped him last night.
Superplex.
Maybe he's got the textbook on Jack Pride.
And the haunts growing in volume here at the Rec Room. Series of elbows from the Goose.
Who's the Rec Room behind here, Boris?
Massive pile driver stacking them up.
That planted him.
Oh, barely out at two, barely out in time. Shaw can taste that title shot, that #1 contendership within his grasp. Everything he's worked for the past several months. Again, Sister Abagoose countered by Pride, clubbing away at the base of the man.
Sadistic.
Oh, he's got that dragon sleeper, that hitting bottom locked in.
I mean, Goose knows what it feels like to hit bottom. This happened a few months ago, too.
Goose into the ropes. Pride's got to relinquish the hold.
He doesn't have to.
Taking every second, much the way Rich King did earlier. Pride calling a shot, going for the stomp.
Got it.
Goose might be out.
Spiked the Goose's beat right into the mat. Oh, his body is limp and lifeless.
The Goose may be cooked.
I think he hit his off switch. Back to that dragon.
Again, hitting bottom for the Goose. Is he going to give it up?
So's over.
And he taps out. Jack Pride is your new #1 contender for the LPW Grand Championship.
Let's go.
And the new #1 contender to the Grand Championship.
He might not sleep for another month.
Jack Pride.
Or he may sleep very, very well tonight. Tremendous gauntlet match to open up LPW 27. And your boy got it done.
Mars,
Yeah, he did.
you'd better have been watching.
Just like I said he would,
Here's how you
right
get
from the
it
start.
done. Grand title's coming home. The grand
Right from the
title's
start.
coming home.
Jack Pride enjoying the spoils of victory on the stage. And he's got a date with whoever comes out on top at our main event tonight. But not to worry, Kyle Shaw will live to fight another day. You can bet on that.
For the Canadian Goose.
I know one thing about the Goose, he gets back up every time. He'll come back stronger.
Whether it's Reed Matthews, whether it's Lumberjack Larry Woods, we've got a date with Jack Pride next month. So I hope I see you here. Pardon? Maybe, probably. This wild world of wrestling, who really knows? Me, I'd like to think. The stipulation from the match that was previously displayed. All the evidence presents to it, Andre. Boo this man!
But he buys the beer.
But he buys the beer. Cheer this man. Gee, come on. We'll give you a little bit of love it. We got another match coming.